Wait, I hear you just got paid, make it rain, energy. She my
You get on Central Pay. The crowd gon' move. Everybody on mute.
It's me and my group.
Big energy. Ah, hey. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video, y'all. I know it has been a minute, but the Renaissance boy is back. It feels so good to be back. As y'all can see, I came in with energy because I have a lot of it. Do you hear me? I have a lot of energy. Oh my God, I have missed y'all. You know, I know it's been a minute. You know what I mean? But listen, I got a lot to talk about. So hopefully y'all got y'all cup ready and y'all ready to go. You know what I mean? But I want to start it like I said. I came in with Beyonce's energy. And yo, I have been listening to Renaissance ever since she came out with the album on my birthday. I cannot stop listening to this joint. This joint is like everything. Like I cannot not listen to this album. Like for real, for real. I was honored to go to the tour, which I had such a good time at the tour. You know what I mean? I wish I would have had a little better seats. You know what I mean? But I wasn't paying a mortgage to do it. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. I was not doing that. You know what I mean? So for me, I still enjoyed myself. I got to go crazy over Heated. I got to go crazy for Virgo's Groove, even though she sat in the chair. I'm like, girl. But anyway, but no, it was such. Yo, if you can go to the Renaissance, you get your good seats. Go there, have y'all a good time. It's free, it's liberating, it's everything. You know, Beyonce is representing for the community. Appreciate that from her and all that good stuff. But as y'all can see, what y'all know what's all about, it's all about current R&B bangers. Now listen, if you're new to Junior's World of Soul, you know what I mean? Current R&B bangers is all about me just showing that the music is out there. Yeah, R&B is at the bottom of the totem pole, as we all know. But hey, we here and we ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So I just created something back in 2015, y'all. It has been 8 years since I've been doing this thing. You know what I mean? So listen, the music is out there, ain't going nowhere. We're leaving that R&B is dead back in when Puffy was hot. Catch it. So y'all, I have been gone for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But I am back with the jump off. I know everybody's been like, where's the current R&B bangers? Where's the current R&B bangers? Yes, I've been wanting to do it, y'all, but there's some issues that have been going on. I have two computers. One of my computers kind of crashed, so it was done. You know what I mean? So I was so used to recording on that one, and now that I have a new computer, I gotta kind of get used to that. And that was one reason. Another reason, R&B Reps has been jumping off for me and my partner in crime, Naturally Elise. Like, it's really been jumping off. The interviews have been popping, and I've really been putting all of my time into that, which is great. It's our brand, you know what I mean? But also, what I enjoy, what we are starting, is we're starting to bring new artists on our show, and we're actually interviewing them and talking about songs. So we have done about about six of them already. You know what I mean? So that's adding to, you know, the R&B Reds brand, but it's also, you know, something that, you know, I used to do with current R&B bangers. But I will never stop current R&B bangers. Just want y'all to know that just because I went on a hiatus don't mean I ain't coming back with the jump off. I will always do current R&B bangers. This is my bread and butter. I love it. I enjoy it. And it ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So I just had to kind of gather myself, get everything right. I wanted the energy to be right. I wanted everything to be great when I got back on this camera. You know what I mean? So I'm ready for this, y'all. I got 3 joints for y'all today because we're going to start it off a little bit smooth because I've been gone for a minute. You know what I mean? So let me get my swagger back and then we good to go. You know what I mean? So I got 3 joints for y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. So we're going to get this popping and we're going to start it off with this. Here we go.
Ooh, think you should try me through the night.
Yeah, so Maeta. I've been wanting to talk about this girl since this album came out. You know what I'm saying? This new album that she got, Where I Heard Your Name, and like it's been a minute. But let me explain how I got to this girl really is crazy. Even though I knew her, but I didn't know her. So my brother Sin and his wife was going on a vacation. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Todd. They were going to Florida, and that was the weekend. I was getting my partner in crime and my boy Timogen coming to the house, and we was about to go to a festival. So he knew I was home, and this was before he was leaving. So I was sitting there cleaning the house, getting things right or whatever, vacuuming and doing all the things and shampooing the carpet. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna have nobody come into my house and it ain't all good. You know what I mean? So, he was like, "Bruh, I want you to listen to this album." He was like, "Well, what are you doing right now?" I was like, "Nah, nothing, just cleaning, getting the house ready or whatever." And he was like, "Yo, I want you to listen to Maeta, yo. Like, I think she's dope and I think you will like it." I was like, "Okay, send it to me." You know what I'm saying? And while I'm cleaning, then I'll really, really get into it. See what it gives. You know what I mean? So while I'm cleaning the house and I got it on and I'm loving it, but y'all know me. Y'all know that I love to find something familiar or I hear something familiar. So I'm like, I heard this voice before. I don't know where I heard it from, but I heard this voice before. So I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? But I'm liking the album. So I remember hitting him and I was like, bro, I love this album. It's giving me that 90s feel, but it has a new kind of swag to it. And it's giving me production like from, Devontae and Brian Alexander Morgan, kind of like that era, but it got some new flavor to it. But I was like, this made a girl like I'm liking, right? So he was like, yeah, 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 I like it too. So he was like, I know you're going to talk about her on the show. I was like, obviously, because she's new but I was like, I heard her voice before. I was like, we haven't heard her before. He was like, nah, like, I don't think so. I was like, all right, cool. So the next day, I'm home and my YouTube auto plays. And I was playing a video and then it went to the Terrell show. And guess who pops up on the screen? Maeta. I said, I knew who the heck she was. Because I was like, yo, I knew that voice. And I was like, yo, one thing about me, I can find a voice. It's something in it. I know it. I'm like, I hear this voice before. And I was like, all right, bet. So I watched the whole thing again. And I was like, she's dope. She is so, so dope. So then that made me go back and listen to the album. And I was like, yo, she's dope. So on her album, she got joints like Cool Cat, Questions, Clarity, See You Around, Sexual Love. She got the R&B guy that gets with every girl and makes great music. That's Lucky Day. Who else? She had so many people that wrote for her and produced her on this project. But it was the one song that I could not stop playing, y'all. I could not stop playing this joint. And this joint was Kissing New People with Ty Dolla Signs. And I remember hitting Sin and telling him, bruh, I cannot stop playing this song. I was like, this is the song that I'm going to play on Current R&B Bangers when I get back. He was like, that joint is dope, though. I was like, yes, it is so dope. So I was like, yo, when I get back on Current R&B Bangers, this is the joint that I'm going to talk about. So this joint is entitled Kissing New People. Is with her and Ty Dolla Sign. Such a dope joint. It got a nice vibe to it, and you can kind of groove to it. So the first joint of Current R&B Bangers is coming from Maeta, and this joint is Kissing New People with Ty Dolla Signs. All righty, here we go. All right, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Heartbreak is gone, but it feels so good. Kissing new people, kissing new people.
Kissing new people. Your heartbreak is gone, but it feels so good. Kissing new people, kissing new people. Hey! That joint is a vibe. It's a vibe. Like the kids say now, it's a vibe. But it's a good joint, and it kind of got that. It reminded me of what Brian was doing on Usher's Usher's debut, like Crazy, and what he was giving, like it's a beat, but it's a ballad, but it's not like how he did Always on My Mind with SWV or like Fine Time. It has a like a bop to it, but it's still kind of a ballad. You know what I mean? So it gave me that feeling. But Kissing New People, this joint is such a dope joint. I definitely want y'all to check out Maeta. She's so dope. But now it's time to get honest. Can we get honest for a second, y'all? You know, I ain't do that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been on here with y'all in a minute. I got to get honest. So for me, you know what? This is kind of bittersweet for me, and I tell you why. You know, with Maida, I'm happy she's getting the love from everybody. She's part of Rock Nation. You know, her likes her. Um, what's his name? Pharrell, the Neptunes and Lucky Day and D-Mile, and everybody is loving this girl. You know what I mean? But for me, she gave me that feeling that we have been missing in R&B as far as feeling. Like you can do the vibes and you can do what you want to do, but where is the feeling? And for me, Maida gave me that, but it's bittersweet. And now we're gonna get race a little bit because my sisters can do a record like this and won't get no type of love for it at all. They won't get no love. It'll be like, oh, okay, it's cool. But then Maida comes out, oh, this is a white girl that can really sing and she's great and da 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 da. And I'm like, it's a little unfair. Like Ari Lennox could have did this. Summer Walker could have did this joint. Like other, girls can do this, but then she don't get the backing from. They don't get the backing from everybody in the business. Maida is getting love from everybody. And I'm like, how unfair is that? Like, I'm not hating on her. I'm so glad that she's getting the love. She's talented. I got to see her on Terrell's show and all that. But if we got somebody like a Summer Walker or her to make albums like this, it wouldn't get the love. But then then those girls that I named made an album that's current, then everything is cool. But then they make an album that give you good feeling, and then everybody's on it and behind Maida. And that's no disrespect to Maida, but for me, I'm like, why can't our other artists give us albums like this? It's nothing. This is a straight R&B album, y'all. No commercial sound to it to me. You know what I mean? Even though the vibe of it all is vibes, whatever. But at the end of the day, the girl is singing. It has that feeling that we love R&B for. But in a lot of the new girls in R&B, and I'm talking about sisters, they don't get albums. They don't get a chance to do albums like this because the power that be are like, no, you need to tone it down a little. You need to do that. But then Maida will be on Rolling Stone next month. Oh, the new girl of R&B. What about Summer Walker? What about Ari Lennox? What about her? What about all of these girls? You know what I mean? But that's why I said it's kind of bittersweet. And I want to be honest with y'all, but y'all tell me how y'all feel. Because again, I'm not disrespecting Maida because the girl is dope. She's dope. But it's bittersweet to me because when I listen to sister girls doing albums like this, they get no love. But if they do the albums with the new stuff and, they tone themselves down, then everything is good. But they can't get on something like this and then get the industry behind them. That's my problem with it. But y'all, Maida, this is a great record. Please go listen to When I Call Your Name. Dope, dope, dope girl. She came from what is it, Indianapolis, and she came with a dream and said, I'm gonna follow it. So hopefully Rock Nation, y'all do right by her, because when Nicole busts, we ain't even gonna go there. But listen, this girl is dope, Maida, but I want to just be honest, y'all. So that's the first joint of R&B Bangers. That's Maida, and that is Kissing New People. Alrighty. Let's get this started. Keep it going. Last night was good for my soul. Where did the time go? Can we do it again? Can we do it again? Hey! My girl, let me tell you something. What can I say? My girls are Shindellas. I can't say nothing bad about Casey, Stacy, and Tam. I can't say nothing bad about them at all. I love them girls. I've loved them girls since 2018 when I heard Reconsider for the first time. It made me jump out of my seat, and I've been jumping out of my seat ever since then. I talked about them so much on Current R&B Bangers. Them three need to come in and do a video with me. That's how many times I've talked about them because they're so dope. They are the girl group that I feel like we're missing. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chuck Harmony and Corey Kelly for finding them girls and putting them together. They like the in vogue girls that we need right now. You know what I mean? So I go so hard for these girls. But in 2021, they released their project, Hits That Stick Like Grits. And I talked about 19 songs on it, even though the album got 13, 14. I talked about them 19 times. Let's just say that. Again, I love those girls. It became one of my favorite albums of 2021 and 2022. Then they, one thing about my Shindellas, they will give us some singles. You know what I mean? So the last, I think, Current R&B Bangers that I did, they came out with Last Night Was Good For My Soul, which they had a nice little dance to it. I was dancing in the video, all that kind of stuff. I love the joint when they did it with Taj from SWV. That just helped. That just warmed my heart because y'all know SWV is number one when it comes to girl groups for me. So it was just Taj rocking with them and they doing the little dance and joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get back up on next Current R&B Bangers. Y'all going to see me walking out of my room or whatever, or walking out of the closet. Well, ain't never been a closet, but walking out. You know what I'm saying? And walking out the closet, getting my on. Hey, you know what I mean? But listen, also this song, they did the video for it. They had the red cups in there. I should have been in it. They even know it, but it's all good. Hopefully the next video, when it's time for a party video, I'm in it. You know what I mean? Because I have my red cups all the time. You know what I mean? But listen, my girl's about to come out with a new album, man. They coming out with a new album where they entitle it. If hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, because y'all know I suck when it comes to pronouncing people's names and all that, and Elise hates it. But Shindo, if I'm not mistaken, is coming out October 20th. So this song is gonna be on it. The current joint they got out now was Ooh La La, but I knew when I was coming back to do Current R&B Bangers, they got this joint entitled Juicy. Baby, that joint is a banger. It makes me think about Volcano Love Part 2. Like, it's so sensual, but so current, and they blends. It's just everything. So I knew when I came back, I was going to talk about this joint. So the second joint of Current R&B Bangers is coming from my girls, the Shindellas, and this joint is entitled Juicy. So let's get juicy, y'all. Okay. Yeah.
Would you mind? Would you mind if I pull your body closer to me? Show you how to make it
You say,
Would you mind
hey,
if I give you something that she's sweet?
hey,
Show you how to make
did you say? Come on, listen. Are y'all hearing these blends? Are y'all hearing how good they sound together? I don't think y'all are. I really don't think y'all are. I'm gonna turn it up again. They sound so good. Like, they can do no wrong with me. I cannot wait for this project to come out. I know they're on tour right now. I would love for them to come maybe to Baltimore or DC or New York or something like that, because I would love to see these girls live, man. Oh my God. But this new album, Shando, is coming out October 20th. Yo, support my girls, man. Like, for real. Like, share them, on your social medias, all that. They are we need groups, y'all. We need talented singing girl groups, male groups, and we have it with the Shindellas. So please, y'all, support these girls. Juicy is a banger. Ooh La La is a banger. Last Night Was Good For My Soul is a banger. All that. So I'm so ready for this project. But the second joint of Current R&B Bangers is coming from the Shindellas, and that is Juicy. All right. Gareth. Mr. Gareth. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so excited to be back in front of y'all again. This is great for me.
Tell me something while you work today. You better give me some. I don't wanna leave straight.
Hey, um, tell me something that I heard today. Woo! So that's Garth Donkin. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing his name right. Hopefully, but he's a London-based singer and songwriter. He's a multi instrumentalist. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Zoe, my partner. At least loves to use that when he comes on to catch that. So he's Gothic is what is it again? A multi instrumentalist, like the boy taught itself. You know what I mean? But I have to shout out a couple people for getting into. I'm gonna call him G. That's what we gonna call him. Until I get it completely right. But Gothic, but we gonna call him G. I got into this dude because of my brother Neltron. He sent me his song. He sent me this song. Tell me something different. And then I was listening to it, and I was like, ooh. And then me and my brother Sim was going back and forth. So then while I was listening to the playlist that my brother Sim sent to me, um, Timogen hits me. And Timogen was like, yo, what you up to? What you listen to? I'm like, I'm listening to Garth Duncan. And he was like, oh, he was like, yo, I introduced Neltron to him. I said, shit, well, Neltron sent it to me. And he sent it to Sin. He was like, oh, snap, for real? I was like, yes, I'm really into him. Like, this dude is really dope. Like, he gives you that DeBarge flavor, but he also gives you like that Mike flavor as far as ballads is concerned. Like the lady in my life and I can't help it and that flavor. And I was like, yo, I like this dude. And then he playing his own instrument. You can't get no better than that. You know what I mean? So so me and Sin, one thing we do is when we find out about somebody new, we go in on them. We try to find things on them. We be like, yeah, we need to know. And me and him have like 25-minute conversations about it. Like it's really, really that deep for real. So Sam was like, yo, I made a playlist on them. Like, you should check them out. Like, check out this playlist and da 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 da. And I was like, all right, cool. So, like I was telling y'all, I was listening to it and Timogen hit me and I was telling him, yo, like this dude is dope. Like, give it to me. Give it to me. It's ooh. Dreaming, nothing we can get through and whenever. But it was a song on this playlist that my brother had, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might have been a new record. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I don't want to lie to y'all. I don't lie at all. You know what I mean? So it might have been on his playlist. It might have not. But I know it's a new joint. And the joint is entitled Something Different. You know what I mean? And this song, I could not stop playing. I literally play this joint like at least once a day. You know what I mean? That's how much of a jam it is. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, when I get back on the show, we going there. And baby, I got to talk about this song. So the third joint of Current Army Bangers is Garth Duncan with Something Different. I'm telling y'all, get into this record. You hear me? Woo! Here we go. Hey, you you know. That joint is such a two-step, yo. I love that joint. Like, you can't help but the groove to this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can. It's a jam. I'm like, I love it, yo. I like cannot wait for his album to come next week. The album is coming out next week. Oh, it's actually coming out this Friday, the 25th. Yo, I cannot wait for it. I'm so excited. Like, he's so dope. I'm trying to find like more stuff on him. I know again he's from London. He taught himself how to play music and all that good stuff. Like I said, he has that Michael vibe. I mean, everybody has that Michael vibe. Michael has influenced damn near everybody. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That came before him. You know what I mean? That came after him, I meant. He inspired so many people, so he has that flair, but it's just something about I can see Michael on a joint like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's such a jam. I could play this joint for my mom and my mom would vibe to it. That's what music should be. Where even though it's still current, we should still be able to play it. And our parents be like, oh, I like that. Okay. And something different is that. You know what I mean? So this joint is dope. I'm gonna put all his information in more info box. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. Gareth Donkin. Y'all check him out. For real, for real. I cannot wait for this project. I'm gonna check all that out. But this third joint on Current R&B Bangers is something different, and that is Gareth Donkin. All right, y'all. I gave y'all 3 joints for the week. I know y'all happy. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm ready. Like, let's do this. Like, I gave y'all Maeta and Ty Dolla Signs with Kissing New People, the Shindellas with Juicy, and Garth Duncan with Something Different. So let me give y'all a little bit of the R&B Reps church announcements before we get up out of here. Um, Listen, this show that we have done with this music box 30th anniversary that me, Elise, and Mark, our brother Mark Chappelle, talked about. It was such a great episode. Like, even like the songs that we didn't like, there was no bashing. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I think a lot of people is loving the video because yeah, we might not like the song, but we like, oh, that song is whack and da 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 da. We're giving the reason, so it's like, oh, okay, they're not bashing. It's such a good episode, y'all. It's like 2 hours and 30 minutes. If you got time, have it in your headphones and you can listen to it. But go on YouTube, like the video, please share it. You know what I mean? It's such an amazing. We talked about every song. We even talked about Mariah's career a little bit. We talked about what Music Box meant for her career and why maybe her ex-husband wanted to do that. It's like we got into it. It was such a fun episode. So I definitely want y'all to go there. I'm gonna put that in the more info box. Our new episode, um, which y'all will see that will be out, is we talked to we did another artist spotlight mini, and we did that with God, I can't think of their name. This sucks so bad. Hold on. I ain't even gonna do that to myself. So my sister can kill me. I can't believe I can't think of their freaking names. RJ Latest Revival. How can I forget them? RJ Latest Revival. We talked to them about their new joint, One Step at a Time. We gave them so much love because they are a group that a lot of people don't really know about. It's been out since the 70s, but now they kind of got since 50 Cent put their song Shackles on his show, it kind of got them a resurface, and they got their joint One Step at a Time, which is a banger. I really want y'all to check out this interview. It's dope. Check out the song, the video, all that stuff. I'm gonna put in the more info box. You know what I mean? And y'all know I don't really like the videos to be long, but listen, I'm just coming back, so I'm kind of getting to the swing of things a little bit. But yo, y'all know what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I like coming in with a new joint, which was Beyonce's Energy, and I'm gonna get out of here with a song that was number one this week. What was it? 50? Was it 50 years ago? Yep, it was 50 years ago that this song was number one. And I mean, come on, it's a Marvin classic, and if you don't know this song, something is really wrong with you. So hopefully I will see you guys next week. Subscribe to the R&B Raps on Instagram, on Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yo, we trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 700 right now. Want to thank all our cousins that we talk to, all that good stuff. But subscribe to Junior's World of Soul, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all next week. I'm back at it, y'all. So let's groove out to this classic that was number one 50 years ago. And if you don't sing along, then something is really wrong with you, and I think we're gonna fight.
And if you feel like I feel,
Come on. Hey. Woo. Let's get it on. Hey, let's get it on. And I'm out, y'all. Peace.